Known as the Great Ape, the Ozaru is the first transformation we see in Dragon Ball. It's a giant ape-like form that Saiyans can transform into when they look at the full moon or an artificial moon that emits Bluetooth wave. When in this form, Saiyans experience a significant boost in power, size and strength, becoming 10 times more powerful than their base form. The Saiyans use this transformation to conquer planets, leveraging the immense strength of the Ozaru form to overpower any resistance they encounter. This transformation requires the Kaioken is not a Saiyan transformation. It's technically not even a transformation. It's a technique, but it's so iconic I had to include it. It was introduced during the Saiyan saga when Goku used it in his battle against Vegeta. The technique allows the user to temporarily multiply their ki, which enhances their strength, speed and overall power. However, using the Kaioken comes at a cost. It puts a tremendous strain on the user's body, which can cause severe injuries or even death if overused. Goku learned the Kaioken from King Kai in the afterlife while training to prepare for the Saiyan invasion of Earth. The Kaioken can be multiplied to increase its effect, but each multiplication further increases the risk on the user. Visually, the Kaioken is depicted as a red fiery aura surrounding Goku when he activates the technique, although Goku learns to use it without the visual effect, making the power-up less noticeable to his opponents. The false Super Saiyan. This is a non-canon form that is in some sort the predecessor of the Super Saiyan. Goku transformed into this form in the movie Super Saiyan Son Goku, and it happened before Toriyama introduced the Super Saiyan in the manga, so it was the anime staff's imagination. It's without a doubt the most iconic transformation in Dragon Ball, if not all anime. Super Saiyan 1 is the first major transformation in Dragon Ball Z. When a Saiyan transforms, their hair turns golden and their eyes turn green, and their power level skyrockets. It was first believed that this form is triggered by intense anger and desperation, and that it could only be achieved after years of extreme training by the Saiyan. But after an interview with Akira Toriyama in 2018 and the Dragon Ball Super series, the explanation for this form got a lot more complicated. I will try to simplify it as much as possible. In this interview, Toriyama introduced the concept of S-cells, which are microscopic cells found in most Saiyans. The more S-cells you have in your blood, the better chances you have to transform into a Super Saiyan. Saiyans who are born in a gentle and calm environments naturally develop way more S-cells than Saiyans who are raised in harsh environments. That's why it was so much harder for Vegeta and Goku to transform than it was for Goten, Trunks, and later Kaba, who all grew up in peaceful environments. For the Saiyans who lived in hard conditions, they have to go over extreme amount of training, because training is the only other way to try to grow more S-cells in your body. Once you have enough S-cells, you have two ways to trigger the Super Saiyan transformation. Saiyans can either trigger it through intense feeling of anger and desperation, like Goku did in his known as Ascended Super Saiyan. This form is an enhanced version of the standard one, where Saiyan's muscle mass increases, resulting in a greater strength and speed. Then we have Super Saiyan Grade 3, also known as Ultra Super Saiyan. This grade further increases the muscle mass beyond Grade 2, giving the Saiyan even greater strength. However, this form comes with a significant drawback. The extreme increase in the muscle size drastically reduces the speed and agility, making it impractical for most battles. The final grade is Super Saiyan Grade 4, also known as Full Power Super Saiyan. This grade isn't an increase in raw power, but a rather optimization of the previous grades without the drawbacks. In this form, the Saiyan learns to maintain the Super Saiyan state without the usual energy drain, allowing them to fight at full power for extended periods. To achieve it, the Saiyan needs to spend long periods in the Super Saiyan form, getting used to the energy output and the transformation itself. Super Saiyan 2. Initially referred to as the 5th Super Saiyan grade, Super Saiyan 2 is a direct evolution of the original form. Achieved through intense training and emotional stress, this form is characterized by the user hair becoming spikier and more upright, along with a distinct electric hair grows dramatically longer, reaching down to their lower backs, and their eyebrows vanish, giving them a more intense appearance. But while this form greatly enhances the user's strength and abilities, it also comes with a high energy cost, rapidly draining their stamina and shortening the time they can maintain the form. Super Saiyan 4. This is a non-canon form that appeared in Dragon Ball GT. For a Saiyan to attain Super Saiyan 4, they must be able to transform into a golden Great Ape, the Super Saiyan version of a Great Ape, and then regain conscious control over this form. It's said that the transformation cannot be accessed at will, and requires exposure to Bluetooth wave each time the user wishes to transform. Goku apparently being a special case as he is capable of transforming freely. The Super Saiyan God. The Super Saiyan God is a powerful transformation that transcends the limits of a regular Super Saiyan, granting the user access to Godly Ki. Unlike regular Ki, Godly Ki is nearly undetectable to ordinary beings and can only be sensed by other gods or those who have mastered the divine energy. When a Saiyan transforms into a Super Saiyan God, his hair and eyes turn vibrant red, and his aura burns like a fiery flame, and his muscles become leaner and more defined. This is a state where Saiyan can use godlike power without transforming. This form only appeared once in the Resurrection of Frieza movie. We don't really know much about it, but this form is key to Goku and Vegeta achieving the next Super Saiyan transformation. Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, also known as Super Saiyan Blue for short, is explained by Goku when it first appeared, when he said that he got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and then tapped into that power on his own, and this form is the Super Saiyan level of that. So, from what we understand, when he says, I tapped into the power of Super Saiyan God on my own, Goku is referring to the Saiyan Beyond God form that we already mentioned. So, to transform to Super Saiyan Blue, you need to first tap into the Saiyan Beyond God form, which is basically having God Ki in your base form, and then transform into a Super Saiyan, which will result in the Super Saiyan form of the Super